Hello everyone, this is FishbirdDD bringing you another episode of Minecraft Survival. This is episode number 5, and today I am going to be building a barn because I need a place to have animals and maybe even some horses. I was more thinking for like getting food and stuff and possibly eggs. Oh, I did not mean to throw my sword on the ground. Anyway, I'm going to start this off with a third-person time-lapse, and I'm going to be gathering some sand because I want to be getting a little bit of sand and gravel every single video. Just so that I have a constant supply of it. I want to build a base out of concrete, but this barn is going to use a lot of concrete as well. So I will be right back. So I've just finished gathering up some sand, and I hope you enjoyed the third-person time-lapse. That's not really something I've done before, but I have gathered up some barn supplies, and you can see that this chest is very clearly marked barn supplies. I don't know why I felt the need to do that, but if we look inside, we've got quite a bit of concrete and glass, and I think I'm definitely going to need more than this to build... Oh, it's getting to be nighttime. As I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by the sunset. I think I'm definitely going to need more barn supplies than this, but I'm just doing this amount for now because I just want to get at least half of it done, a majority of the barn done in this video, and I'll probably also do a lot of work on it off camera since it's not exactly a super exciting thing. So, I guess I need to clear out my inventory and get some of this barn supplies going, and I might actually try another third-person time-lapse of me building up the barn. We'll have to see. So, I will be right back. So I've gotten the barn supplies. You can see if I open up my inventory right here, there's only one issue though, and that is that this area where I want to build the barn is completely filled with trees. Poof! All the trees have disappeared, and now it is time for me, I guess, to start building the barn. I have decided that I want to do some of it in the form of a third-person time-lapse, but starting out with the face of the barn, I want to do just regular, do a little bit and then cut ahead and do a little more and cut ahead. But first, I have to wait for these leaves to clear, and that is boring, so I'm going to cut ahead in the video. Okay, I have finished clearing out the tops of the trees, and now I think I'm going to go a little bit away from here, but I want it to be facing this way. So I'm going to have a path coming through here from my house, and then I'm going to have another path coming up here. So the actual entrance to the barn is going to be 3 wide, like this. And the doors are 8 tall. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I did write out the measurements on a separate piece of paper so that I would not mess up while building this. And then the other doors, of course, going to be exactly the same. Oh. Well, I seem to have trapped myself on top of a barn door. And I think that a lot of this is just going to consist of me going up and falling down and going up and falling down. So I am, of course, not going to show the whole process. I'm going to cut ahead a little bit in the video until we get to the more interesting stuff, if there is more interesting stuff. So I will be right back. Now that I've built up the doors, I have to go 3 red blocks, red concrete blocks on this side, and I also have to do 3 blocks of red concrete on the other side as well. So I have the doors in place, and I have added a little track for the doors up at the top because I think it makes it look more realistic. And now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a third-person time-lapse of me making the roof and, of course, filling in a lot of the basic structure because that part is kind of boring to just do in cuts. So I hope that you enjoy the third-person time-lapses because I know that I enjoy making them. So, without further ado, let's speed up the video. So I got pretty far on the barn, but I did manage to run out of red concrete. So I have enough sand, but I need a little bit more gravel and I need more red dye. So I have a third-person time-lapse. I went out, I found a gravel biome using one of those biome searchers online. And I did a third-person time-lapse, and this should hopefully be the last one of the video. I'm sorry that this video has been filled with them. And then I will figure out what to do about the red dye. So I will be right back. So I'm down here at my skeleton grinder, and it doesn't actually seem to be, oh wow, that's an open space. It doesn't seem to be producing skeletons at all right now. I came down here about 10 minutes ago and just AFK'd, and this amount of bones is the same. So I guess I'll have to look into that in a while. Maybe it's the light levels are too high, or maybe I messed something up, I don't know. Because I did just install Optifine and the Faithful 1.15 resource pack. So maybe it has to do with that. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn these bones into bone meal, and I'm going to bone meal these rose bushes so that I can, I guess, get unlimited dye. Now this is the really boring part. I have to keep bone mealing this rose bush and getting more and more. However, I have almost finished up the bone meal, and that should be more than enough red dye to get me the concrete to build this barn. So I'm going to get some gravel and some sand and convert this into red dye, and then I will be right back. So I've gotten some more concrete, and I think now I'm going to try and finish the outer structure of the barn. And I'm not going to do any of it on camera. I just want to get it done, and then I'll come back into the video. And I have one or two things that I want to try and get done by the end of the video. So I will see you in a moment. Okay, I have finished the barn, and I think it looks pretty cool. And if you're wondering how I'm up, I've piled up with dirt. But I have finally finished this barn. This took quite some time, so I don't actually think I have much time to do anything else in this video. I was going to make a portal and go to the Nether, but the reason I don't want to do that is actually because the Nether update is hopefully going to come out within 3-4 weeks, maybe a couple months. Either way, if possible, I'd like to wait until the new 1.16 update before I go and explore the Nether and stuff. So I know this has been kind of a short video because it did take me quite a while to do the barn and get progress done off camera, so I promise the next one will be longer. But anyway, it has been FishbirdDD. That's the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.